Folks, I decided to book the cheap hotel. We got 2 nights for $125, something like that. And I decided to book closer to Galit because there's a higher density of the restaurants that I've reached out to. There's more of them closer to Galit, and I felt I would have been pigeonholing myself if I booked a room closer to Epiphany Farms. And plus that would have meant that I would have had to rent a car regardless. And so I just chose to take the train and then a bus to the hotel by Galit. And so I'm following the hurry up offense plan. Hurry up offense plan is where you go into the restaurant that you're trying to stage at, and you sit down at the bar and you just talk with the bartender, right? Ordered myself cheapest beer they had on tap, a nice Kolsch. And he goes, are you in town? I just said, yeah, I'm a chef and I'm trying to stage here. I'm trying to stage at every restaurant in the country, at a restaurant in every state in the country. And I said, is the kitchen busy or what's it looking like? Do you think a chef would have some time to speak with me? And he said, it's actually it'd be better if you came between 2 and 4 the next day. He said, because between 2 and 4, everyone's more relaxed. They're not mid-work. And so he said, that's a better plan. And so this is what you have to understand. If you're trying to get stage and you're not getting a response back, or you emailed and right, they just haven't reached out back to you, showing your face, I believe, shows commitment. It shows that you're serious about it. Right, at least you try to show up, because I've been to places that have showed up and they say, I wish I could, or because of how their organization's formed, or for liability reasons, for insurance. It shows, even if it doesn't work out, it's going to work out in a different way, because they'll say, you know what, if you really love cooking, try this restaurant. The bartender, he gave me 2 more restaurants that weren't on any of the lists I found. One place he says is Mi Tocaya, which means brother from another mother in Spanish, or I guess you could say sister from another mister, whatever. But it's like saying brother or sister in Spanish, a variation of that. And then he told me, what was the other one? Oberlich's restaurant. So now I have 2 more restaurants I could reach out to and say, hey, I'm going to be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Is there any chance I can go stage, right? More shots on goal, more opportunities I will have. Because right now I got nothing in the books. And I only had a room until, I just figured out a room, right? I went between Airbnb and booking.com, and booking one was cheaper. So we pulled the trigger on that one. And then we're just making moves and seeing what we could stir up.